Hey everyone, my name's Truett and I'll be leading your yoga practice today. We're going to start with a little seated meditation, so you can find a comfortable position to sit down, maybe on a cushion or sitting on your block. You might sit on a chair if that's available to you. And you can place your palms against your thighs or your knees. If you'd like to, you can gently close your eyes and root down into your sit bones. Notice that sensation of pressure, the weight of your body in your legs, your feet, and lift up through your spine, opening your heart center to the front of your mat or to the front of your room. You can let your shoulders gently relax down your back. Reach up through the crown of your head. We'll take a few big inhales through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Releasing tension with every exhale. Arriving here on your mat. If you'd like to continue with your open mouth exhales, that's great. You can start to breathe in and out of your nose. And notice the sensation of your clothing against your skin, the sensation of your hands against your thighs or your knees. Notice the temperature of the air around you. Do you feel hot or cold or neutral? You can begin to soften through your body. You can release any tension in your brow. Loosen and let go of tension in your jaw. You might lower your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release and soften through your mouth, your lips. You can soften through your neck, your throat. You can let go in your shoulders. Let them slide down your back. And release tension in your hands. Notice if you're gripping through your fingers. Try letting go. Soften through your heart space, through your belly. Let your breathing be unrestricted. Flowing in with each inhale, notice your chest or your belly expanding. And with each exhale, the heart center, the belly lowers. So we'll take a few more breaths here, staying aware of your body, your breath. And notice any other sensations that you feel in your body. Notice if you feel any tightness or tension, if you feel any pain. You might notice if you feel ease. Do you feel tingling? Whatever's present for you right now, be there with it, allow it, acknowledge it. And in today's class, we're going to be thinking about forgiveness. This idea of letting go or intending to let go of resentment, anger, blame for ourselves or for others. And so you might think about in the next few moments areas in your life or one area in your life where you're carrying anger or resentment or blame. Without judging yourself or assigning any meaning to it, just become aware. And keep breathing deep breaths into your belly. And if you've had your eyes closed, you can gently open them. And we'll start our physical practice today together. So if you need to readjust on your mat, feel free to do so. If you'd like now to come up on a block, place your hips on a block. You can also fold your mat, give yourself a little cushion, whatever feels best for you. And we'll start with a seated cat-cow. So from your seated position, you'll take a deep breath in and open your heart center to the front of your space, relaxing your shoulders down. You might look up. And with your exhale, round your spine, gaze towards your belly button. Inhale, open your heart center, look up. Exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly button. Inhale, open and look up. Exhale, round, look towards the belly button. We'll do that a few more times at the pace of your own breathing. Inhaling deep into your belly. And with your exhale, drawing your belly button towards your spine. A couple more times. Then you can come back to a neutral spine. You might roll your shoulders back, let them melt down your back. And then we'll take a twist from this seated position to the left. So you can walk your left hand behind you, take your right palm to your left knee. Then we'll inhale, feel nice and long through your spine, lift up through your crown. Exhale, begin twisting to the left. Inhaling, lengthening up through your head. Exhaling, see if you can find any space to twist a little deeper. Taking deep breaths here. Notice where you feel sensation in your body. If you'd like to, you can turn to look over your left shoulder. Make sure that feels okay in your neck. Continue breathing deep. And then with an inhale, we'll slowly come back to center. And you can start to walk your right hand behind you. Take your left palm to your right knee or your right thigh. Take an inhale. Lengthen up through your spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale, see if you can find space to twist a little deeper. And you might turn your neck, look over your right shoulder, if that feels okay for you. Or you can keep your neck neutral, whatever feels best in your body. Keep taking deep breaths into your belly and notice where you feel sensation. Where do you notice the twist here? You might feel it in your hips, you might feel it in your ribs, your back body. Breathe deep And with your next inhale, you can gently return to center. From here, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, come into a butterfly pose. So if you feel a lot of tightness and some discomfort in your inner hips, you can bring your heels further away from your body. If you want to deepen the sensation, you can bring your heels closer towards your body. And wherever you are, take your feet with your hands. You can interlace your fingers. And with an inhale, we'll reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale, you might start to bow forward towards your feet or not. If there's enough sensation for you sitting up straight, that's great. And we'll take deep breaths here. Inhales deep into the belly. Exhale, see if you can find a little more space to bow towards your feet. Deep breaths into your body. And again, in this posture, notice, where do you feel sensation? You might feel it in your inner hips, your outer hips. You might feel it in your back. Go ahead and draw your chin towards your chest. Feel a little long in your neck. Deep breaths into your body. And then inhale, you can gently rise up if you've been folded forward. And from here, I'm going to turn to the side now. You're going to extend your left leg long and bring the sole of your right foot in towards your left thigh. So my right knee is kind of out to the side. My left leg is extended long. And then take a little bend in your left knee. So don't lock your leg out straight, but have like a little micro bend in that knee. And from here, we'll take the hands and reach towards the shin of your left leg, maybe the left ankle. We'll inhale, feel nice and long in your spine, reach forward through the crown of your head. Exhale, you might start to fold towards your left knee. You can have a nice curve in your spine. Can draw your chin towards your chest. Allow your neck to be long. And take deep breaths here. See if with your exhales you can find a little more space, a little more room to bow towards your leg. Breathing deep. And notice the sensation here. Where do you feel the stretch? Do you feel sensation in your hamstrings, in your calf muscles, maybe your outer left hip? Notice the quality of the sensation. What does it feel like? Then with an inhale, you can gently lift if you've been folded, and we'll change sides. So extend your right leg long. You'll bring the sole of your left foot into your right thigh. So now that left knee is out in our little butterfly position. And then reach towards your right shin, maybe your right ankle. With an inhale, reach forward through the crown of your head, feel long in your spine. Exhale, you might begin to bow towards your right knee. You can let a gentle curve be in your spine. You can draw your chin towards your chest. Take deep breaths into your belly. And with every exhale, see if there's a little more room to bow towards the knee. And here, where do you feel sensation? Do you feel it in the same spaces as in your left leg? Is it stronger or weaker or about the same as in the other side? And what's the quality of the sensation? With your next inhale, you can gently rise up if you've been folded. And we'll make our way to child's pose on the mat. So you can come briefly to a tabletop position with your wrists beneath your shoulders and your knees beneath your hips. And then bring your big toes to touch, and you might widen your knees slightly on the mat. And then lower your hips towards your heels. And you can drape your torso between your thighs. If this is super uncomfortable, and if the sensation is a little overwhelming in your hips, you can try sitting your sit bones down on a block. So you could place a block between your feet and see if that adjustment allows this position, this posture to feel a little better in your body. So if you can gently rest your forehead against the mat, your arms can be relaxed but reaching forward. Continue taking deep breaths into your belly. And know that this posture is available to you throughout our practice. If at any point you want to rest, you're always welcome to come to child's pose. And in general, throughout the practice, if there's an adjustment you need to make or a place you'd like to go in the physical practice that feels best in your body, feel free to do so. And we'll come back now to that idea of forgiveness. And I've heard forgiveness described as the practice of making peace with your past, of accepting what has been in order to be more fully in the present. And part of that process is understanding where we're holding on to anger, to resentment, and what that feels like in our bodies. So you might think now, where in your body do you feel those sensations of holding, blame, and what does that feel like for you? And maybe you can't access that right now, that's okay. Notice that too. So we'll come back now to a tabletop position, and we're going to gently make our way up to a standing position. So standing on your mat, with an inhale, reach your arms up, and then take your right wrist with your left hand, and you'll begin to stretch gently to the left. So you can gently maybe pull your right wrist to the left. Take deep breaths here. You might feel sensation in your right side body, your right armpit, your right shoulder. We'll inhale, come back up, Switch sides, take the left wrist with the right hand. Exhale to the right. And take deep breaths here. Notice sensation in your left side body. Left armpit, left shoulder. We'll inhale, come back to center. Exhale, you can let your arms fall by your sides. You roll your shoulders a few times. Relaxing your shoulders, allowing them to slide down your back. Then we'll inhale, lift your right knee to hip height. Open the knee to the side. Exhale, lower your right foot back to the mat. Your hands can be on your hips. We'll do that again. Inhale, lift the right knee up. Open the hip to the side. Exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale, lift. Open. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And open. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Open the knee. Exhale, lower. This is an opportunity to practice your balance. And if you feel a little wobbly, that's okay. Let's try it on the other side. I find that often I am better at balancing on one side than the other. Something to observe. And inhale, lifting your left knee to hip height. Open the knee to the side. Exhale, lower back to the mat. Inhale, lift the knee. Open the knee to the side. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, lower. And come to stand on both feet again. Really root into the soles of both of your feet. You want to feel connection at the base of your big toe, the base of your little toe, and the center of your heel. Root down into your foot and allow that groundedness through your feet to give you space to lengthen up through your spine. You can open the palms of your hands to the front of the room or the top of your mat. And take a few deep breaths here. And from the standing position, feet are at hips width distance. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up as your palms meet. With your exhale, fold forward at the top of your mat. You can let your head hang here, chin drawing towards your heart center. And you can take a little bend in your knees. Let your belly rest against your thighs. Taking deep breaths. With an inhale, you'll bring your hands to your ankles or your shins. Come up halfway. And with the exhale, we're going to make our way to plank position on the mat. So your wrists are beneath shoulders. Your feet are at hips width distance. You can also always bring your knees down to the mat here. And we'll take a big inhale. With the exhale, you can lower your knees to the mat, then your chest, then your chin. Let your legs slide long behind you. You can untuck your toes and press into the tops of your feet. And then with your next inhale, lift your upper chest, coming into baby cobra. Exhale, we'll lower all the way down. You can tuck your toes again, press into your hands, come onto hands and knees, and then make your way to downward facing dog. So this upside down V shape. Your feet can be at hips width distance. Really root into your hands here. All 10 fingers are glued to your mat. You're pressing into your palms. Your arms are really active. And take deep breaths into your belly. Each inhale, root into your palms. With each exhale, reach back through your heels. Try and find some length in your spine. You might bend one knee, bend the other knee. You can alternate like that for a few breaths. Feel a stretch in your calf as you press your heel toward the mat. And bring your legs to stillness. And take a big inhale, bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Feet are at hips width distance. Fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise, extend your arms up, look up as your palms meet. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. We'll take a deep breath here. Notice sensation in your body. Notice the depth of your breath. Maybe you feel some heat building. And then with your next inhale, reach your arms back up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we'll come back to plank. You might lower your knees, take a big inhale. With the exhale, knees, then chest, then chin to the mat. Legs slide long behind you. You can untuck your toes, press into the tops of your feet, and with your next inhale, lift your upper chest. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, press into your palms, come back onto hands and knees, and then make your way to downward facing dog. Deep breaths into your belly here. And where do you feel sensation here? Maybe your calves, your hamstrings, your shoulders. Notice the quality of the sensation, the pace of your breath. And with your next inhale, bend those knees, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise. Lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Take a few deep breaths here. So from here, I'll have you step your left leg back. You can keep your right foot at the top of your mat. And your left foot is now facing the left edge of your mat. So the right toes are pointed towards the top of your mat, left toes pointed to the left edge of your mat. And then we'll reach our arms out towards the short edges of the mat. Take a big inhale, reach up through your crown. And with your exhale, begin to lower your right hand, maybe to your right shin, right ankle. You might place a block here, lower your hand to the block, or inside of your right leg, coming into the triangle posture. And you can look down towards your right foot or up towards your left hand. Really root into both feet here. This is a nice opportunity to practice balance. If you feel a little wobbly, that's okay. Give yourself permission to fall out of this shape and come back if you'd like. So we'll root into the feet, activate your legs, lift up through your hips, through your thighs. Take some deep breaths here. Where do you feel sensation here? Maybe in your inner right hip. And we'll inhale, we'll lift back up. Exhale, bend the right knee. You might lengthen your stance if you'd like. Coming into warrior two. So here your torso will be opening to the left. Your right knee will be bent deeply. You can gaze towards your right middle finger. Take deep breaths here. Inhale, reach up through your crown. Exhale, lower your right forearm to the right thigh. Left arm comes by the left ear. This is side angle position. So keep your right hand active, palm facing the ceiling. Active legs. And then with an inhale, we'll lift the torso back into warrior two, keeping that right knee bent. Continue breathing deeply. Notice if you feel heat building in your body. You can always go to child's pose if you'd like to rest. And then inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, lower the right hand back to the right shin, right ankle, maybe a block. Triangle pose. Looking up or looking down, whatever feels best in your neck. Take deep breaths into your belly. And with an inhale, we'll lift the torso. Exhale, bend the right knee, warrior two. Inhale, reach up through your crown. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh, extended side angle. Inhale, lift the torso, warrior two. Exhale, root down into your feet. Inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, right hand lowers, extended triangle. Inhale, lift your torso. Exhale, bend the right knee, warrior two. Inhale, reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, press into the soles of your feet. Inhale, extend the right leg. And exhale, you can lower your arms. And we'll switch sides. So you can bring the toes of your left foot to face the bottom of your mat. Toes of your right foot face that same edge of the mat. And then we'll re-extend the arms. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand, maybe to the left shin, left ankle, to a block, or inside of the left leg. Triangle. You might look up towards your right hand, or look down towards your left foot, whatever feels best in your neck. And notice where you feel sensation here. Maybe you feel it in your left inner hip, hamstrings. Make sure you have a slight bend, like a micro bend in your knee. And with an inhale, lift your torso. And with your exhale, bend your left knee, coming into warrior two on this other side. So your torso here is open to now the right side. You can look out over your left middle finger and root down into your feet. Activate your legs, especially your right leg. And lift up through your legs, up through your torso. Reach up through the crown of your head. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower the left forearm to the left thigh. Right arm comes by the right ear, extended side angle. So your left hand is active, palm is facing the ceiling. And notice where you feel sensation here. Maybe in your inner right hip. You might feel heat building in your left hamstring or in your left thigh. With an inhale, we'll lift the torso back into warrior two. Exhale, root down into the soles of your feet. Inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, lower the left hand, triangle. Taking a deep breath here into your belly. Inhale, lift your torso. Exhale, bend the left knee, warrior two. Inhale, reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh, extended side angle. Inhale, lift your torso, warrior two. Exhale, root down into the soles of your feet. Inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, lower the left hand, triangle pose. Inhale, lift your torso. Exhale, bend your left knee, warrior two. Inhale, reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh, extended side angle. Inhale, lift your torso. Exhale, root into the soles of your feet. And inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, lower your arms. Really nice job, everyone. We're going to come back to a standing position at the top of your mat. You can roll your shoulders down your back. Take a few deep breaths here. You might close your eyes. Notice sensation in your body, heat, tension, ease. Inhale, extend your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to hang here in this forward fold for a little bit. So you can take a deep bend in your knees, letting your belly rest against your thighs if that feels nice to you. You can draw your chin towards your chest. Allow your neck to be long. You might take opposite elbows with your hands Sway side to side gently. Take deep breaths here. Notice as your breath begins to slow and soften. And release your hands back to your legs or to the mat. Notice what you're feeling in your body, what you're feeling in your mind, and see if you can allow whatever it is that you're experiencing to be there. You might even whisper to yourself, yes, you can be here. Maybe what you're feeling is ease. Maybe it's anxiety, could be joy or anger. Whatever it is, see if you have space to open to it. With an inhale, we'll rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Take a deep breath. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up all the way, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Take a breath. Do that one more time. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up all the way. Exhale, hands to the heart center. And take a deep breath. We're going to make our way to a seated position on the mat. Then you can go ahead and lie down on your mat. So, keeping the soles of your feet rooted on your mat, make sure your feet are at hips width distance. And then make sure that they're far enough away from your hips so that with your arms extended, your middle fingers can just barely touch your heels. All right. And then we'll draw the shoulder blades together on your back. So it's kind of opening your heart center towards the ceiling. And with an inhale, press into the soles of your feet, lift your hips up. Exhale, root into your shoulders, open your heart towards the back of your mat. You might interlace your fingers beneath your body. That allows you to squeeze your shoulder blades together a little bit more. And take deep breaths now into your belly. With your next exhale, you can gently roll back onto the mat. And windshield wiper your knees side to side. Taking deep breaths. We'll come back to center. And we'll do that one more time. So feet are at hips width distance. And bring your shoulder blades together on your back. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips. Exhale, press into your shoulders, open your heart center. Right, take your fingers and interlace them. And take deep breaths. And take a deep inhale. As you exhale, gently roll back onto your mat and windshield wiper your knees again, side to side. This just neutralizes the low back, helps protect the low back. And from here, you can cross your ankles, take your knees with your hands, and roll yourself up to a seated position if that's comfortable. You can also roll onto one side, make your way back to a seated position, however feels best for you. And we'll extend our legs forward now. Your big toes can touch. You can take a medium bend in your knees and start reaching forward to your shins, your ankles, maybe your feet. With an inhale, extend your spine, reach forward. And exhale, you can begin bowing towards your knees, taking a forward fold. Take deep breaths here, and with every exhale, see if you can find a little more space, a little more room to bow towards your knees. And notice here where you feel sensation in your body. Maybe your back, maybe your outer hips, your calves, your hamstrings. Wherever it is that you feel sensation, try breathing into that space. And with an inhale, you can gently lift your torso up and come to lie on your back. And spread your arms out in a T, palms face up. And hover your knees over your hips. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, gently lower your knees to the left, keeping your right shoulder rooted to the mat. If the sensation is too overwhelming in this posture as it is, that's okay. It's not comfortable. You can always place a block or a cushion beneath your left knee and see if that helps. And if you'd like, you can look towards your right hand. Take some deep breaths here. You can also close your eyes in this position. And begin softening through your body. Try releasing tension in your feet, your ankles. You can let go in your shins and calves, your thighs and hamstrings. Inhale back to center. And with an exhale, let your knees fall gently to the right. Again, you might place a block beneath your right knee. And try keeping your left shoulder rooted to the mat here. You might look towards your left hand if that's comfortable with your neck. You might close your eyes. And continue softening through your body. And release tension in your hips. Soften your belly. Release your hands. Notice if you're holding in your fingers. Try letting go. And soften through your shoulders. And inhale back to center. And we'll come now to our final resting position. So if it's comfortable for you, you can extend your legs long, let your feet fall open, and extend your arms wide, palms face up. If that's uncomfortable for you for any reason, you're also welcome to sit. You can also take the palms of your hands to your chest, your belly, and feel free in this posture to close your eyes if you'd like. We'll take a few more deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Allow yourself to let go of tension with each exhale, to soften a little bit more deeply into your mat. And visualize that a wave of release is passing through your body, starting at the crown of your head, softening in your scalp, begins flowing down your body, softening your brow, your eyes, letting go of tension in your jaw, releasing your neck, your throat, softening your shoulders, your arms, releasing any tension or holding in your wrists, your hands, and softening through your back body, releasing through your entire spine, letting go of tension in your heart center, your belly, and soften through your hips, your thighs, hamstrings, release through the knees, your calves, ankles. Finally, that wave of softening and release relaxes through your feet, your toes. And in this space of connection to your body, try visualizing a future you that's let go of blame, go of anger, and observe that future you. How do they feel? How do they treat themselves? How do they talk to themselves? How do they treat other people? Taking a few more breaths in the space of that visualization. You can begin to introduce some soft movement into your fingers, your toes. And make some circles through your wrists and your ankles. One direction and then the other. And then reach your arms behind you. You can interlace your fingers, press back through your palms. Take a big inhale. Exhale, draw your knees into your chest. You can give yourself a hug, rock side to side. And taking your time, roll onto one side. You can rest your head against your arm. And then gently, in your own time, start making your way back to a seated position. And rest your hands on your thighs or your knees. Notice the sensation of your breath in your body. And we'll close our practice today with 3 breaths together, inhaling and exhaling. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. Hope you have a great rest of your day and that I see you again soon.